options. I'll move myself out of the way there. And then we go to the quick access toolbar. And with regards to the quick access toolbar, all we want to do here is to make sure that certain commands are available over here in the right hand side. So we have got things like eraser, segment eraser, thickness, lasso select, and pens. All of these are very important when it comes to creating hand-drawn images. And then I'm going to click OK, and we are returned back to our PowerPoint slide. This is a PowerPoint slide that I worked on, that I used as part of my delivery. I was co-facilitating a session around person-centered planning with an associate, I'd say it's about 12, 15 years ago now, and we were required to use these slides, hence no graphics, but it's okay, we can remedy that situation now. And even just kind of glancing down, what you do is you just glance down through the bullet points and have a think about what images come to mind that you think would be appropriate for this type of content. First thing that struck me was this first phrase here, all means all. Straight away it made me think of people. So let's go to our pens, and we can either visit them over here in the Draw tab, and take note also that the Draw tab isn't always automatically appearing on the ribbon here. You may need to add that in within the controls, just like we looked at earlier. And I can also access the pens down here within the quick access toolbar. So whichever one you'd like to go for. We're going to go for this green to begin with. And I am going to draw using the lovely trackpad, which just take a little bit of getting used to. Now this head is definitely disconnected from the body, so let's undo that and we'll try again. Something a little bit closer. 2 and 3. I'm going to do this third one again. I mean, you're never going to get the exact same accuracy as you would if you're using a tablet, for example, but you've still got something to work with there. It still is enhancing your PowerPoint slide, that's for sure. And the more practice you take with using something like a trackpad or a mouse to draw, the better you will get at it. So here we are. We've got our 3 people. I'm not quite too keen on the color though, because we've already got green, don't we, within the text. So we go over to the lasso tool here. With the lasso tool, we are dragging our mouse from left to right, dragging the cursor rather, and then we're just grabbing all these people within our net. As we do that and let go, over here we have got the Format Ink section appearing, and we'd like to change the color, so let's change it to blue. I think I'll reduce the thickness of the line because it's a bit too chunky for my tastes. I also think it's maybe the image is a little bit too large, so I'm going to reduce it somewhat and bring it down there. And when I let go, there we go. We've got a similar image, but it's a thinner line and it's reduced in size. Another image that I was thinking of when I saw the slide was an image for equality. And something that I like to draw for equality is the scales of justice, so to speak. Whoa, here we go. I'm so used to doing digital drawing on the iPad. It does take a wee bit of getting used to. However, I appreciate that not everyone has access to an iPad or a tablet, so it's worth seeing what's possible with the tools that you do have. And I will talk more at a later point about other graphics tablet options for drawing. However, today we're just focusing on what we can do within a PowerPoint slide to add hand-drawn graphics if we don't have a graphics tablet, we don't have an iPad. What we have here is the scales of justice. Again, I'm going to go to my lasso tool and go from left to right, scoop up those scales and move them around a little bit. Maybe I'll move them over here and reduce them in size. Go over here, change the color, something like a nice purple, and reduce the thickness of the line. There we go. The last couple of images that I'm going to play with, I'm going to create them in a slightly different way. What I'm going to do is to go up to the Insert tab, then go to Shapes, and then click on this squiggly line here, which is the free form scribble line. And this helps us to create an actual shape as opposed to a line. What happens is you get your pen, and let's say we are drawing a square. You can barely see the outline there. There we go. And what's happened, first of all, is that if I go over here to fill, it's gone to solid fill, which means the shape has been filled in with color. And the color it is quite a light pale blue. So let's change that maybe to a yellow. Then we're going to go down to the line. So the line is really the outline around this yellow box. And I'm going to change the color of that to a black and the thickness to something like 2 points. That's a bit better. And there we go. There's our image. And we can just grab it quite easily and move it around. We don't have to use the lasso tool or anything because this is a joined up shape that we have created. So for something like diversity, I often use, where are we? Back to insert. I often use different shapes to represent diversity. 1, 2, 3. This will create something like a triangle. It's gone to the default settings here, which was a solid fill